Right Staff Together is next.
Buenos dias. What kind of a country separates children from their parents? What kind of a country incarcerates families? The Trump administration wants to incarcerate families, fathers, mothers, and their children indefinitely. When he was elected, some people say, let's give him a chance. We don't know. Maybe he won't be so bad. Ahora sabemos. Now we know. Now we know. Recently, some 2,300 children, babies, toddlers, adolescents have been taken away from their families. Have you heard them cry? Los han oído llorar? News just broke that last year the Trump administration ran a pilot program of separating families in Texas. They ran a pilot program to figure out how it was going to go to separate families, but they didn't even take the time to figure out how they can reunite these families. This speaks volumes about the depravity of this administration. A growing number of parents have been and continue to be deported without knowing where their children are. It is no exaggeration to say that our government has kidnapped thousands of children and parents, and they will suffer the consequences of this violence forever. They are holding them for ransom for a wall. Trump's wall. Keep in mind, many of these families are fleeing violence and abject poverty that our government has caused or enhanced. What kind of a country takes someone who asks for help, who asks for asylum, and places this person in prison? Why are we doing this?
Money!
Follow the money.
Right.
We're spending approximately $750 per day to detain these children in tent camps, the newest in Tornillo, Texas. We could buy each of these children a suite in Trump's hotel for this amount of money. Trump and his friends are calling to expand the for-profit prison system. Immigrants and asylum seekers sometimes die in these detention centers. Meanwhile, the stocks of the for-profit prisons are soaring. The Family Detention Center in Dilley, Texas, a facility with 2,000 beds, is nearly full. Customs and Border Enforcement, ICE and Border Patrol, they have a budget of $24 billion a year, and they want to expand it. And the only thing that can cause people to carry out such evil actions is money. Money is the root of their fear-mongering and dehumanization. In order to earn billions of dollars, this administration and their spokespeople at Fox News are telling us to fear impoverished mothers, fathers, and their children. People who want nothing more than to work and take care of their families. It is time to resist. We have got to fight back. If we allow this to continue, then we are complicit with a degree of violence that any decent human being should find unfathomable.
Right.
We cannot allow this to become normal.
No.
It is evil. And history has shown us where dehumanization leads. We are but one step away from repeating unspeakable violence.
Correct.
Perhaps we're already there. ICE has shown their spots. They are not peacekeepers, they are thugs. The time has come to abolish ICE. Shut it down. Shut it the fuck down. Frankly, the time has come to abolish this administration. Trump, Sessions, Stephen Miller, Kirstjen Nielsen, they talk about criminals, yet they are guilty of crimes against humanity on a massive scale. They belong in prison, not in government. Rallies like this are important, but we all need to do more. We all need to do everything that we can. Now is either the end of freedom and civilization or a new day to commit to end this reprehensible war against the poor. Choose what you want to do. Protest, donate money, raise money, volunteer, raise awareness, vote, vote, vote. Register people to vote. Yesterday, 600 women in Washington got themselves arrested for protesting family separation. Robert Kennedy's 90-year-old widow, Ethel, joined a hunger strike against Trump's immigration policies. You choose what, how much, and how far you can go, but please do something. Do as much as you can. There are organizations that can use your help. The ACLU is suing the government for separating families. The Florence Project helps detained people. They have 8 attorneys, and there are 6,000 detained people in Florence and Eloy. No More Deaths puts water in the desert to try to end death and suffering. Over 7,000 bodies have been found in the borderlands since 1994. People die trying to avoid detention. The Colibri Center works to identify the dead and return them to their families. In Flagstaff, Repeal, keep Flagstaff together. Together we will, and others work in and with the community, defending the rights and dignity of undocumented people. Let's do this. Let's resist. Let's get ICE and this corrupt, depraved government abolished, and let's imagine and build a more just country and world. Thank you.
Bob talked about voting. If you are not registered to vote, you can do so over by the blue tent.